got some stuff to reconsider in my life. I made some opinions public on this show, and I don't know if I stand by them anymore. By the way, do I look tired? Yeah, I just got back from 5 days in Las Vegas for the incredible Viva Las Vegas Rockabilly Weekender. It's the festival that we talked about on the episode with Audrey Deluxe and Madeline Sinclair, and I am worn out. It was 5 days of rockabilly, burlesque, more beer than I even know what to do with, and a few very select tiki cocktails. I made an opinion public several times on this show where I said the real tiki bar in Las Vegas is Frankie's Tiki Room, and I stand by that with a caveat. Of course, Frankie's Tiki Room was opened in 2008 by my buddy P. Moss. The place was designed by Bamboo Ben. An amazing, incredible collection of art and tiki carvings and stuff, and I always dismissed the new tiki bar that had moved in just seemingly down the street. It opened in 2015. I think I went there in 2017 for the first time, well, for the only time, and I never got a cocktail there because I always heard bad things about the cocktails. It was like rumors that the place was dirty. I remember thinking that the decor was like kind of there, like it was halfway finished. It was only a couple years into it, and tiki bars tend to get better with age, just like the Breezeway did. If you saw the first iteration of the Breezeway, you would go, oh yeah, okay, that looks nice. But if you see it now, you go, oh, that's something different. That's a little bit more involved. So when my buddy and Breezetonian, I guess some fans of the Breezeway Cocktail Hour started a Facebook fan group for the Breezeway Cocktail Hour. They called them the Breezetonians. So if you want to go over to Facebook and look that up, you can be a member of the Breezetonian Breezeway Cocktail Hour fan club. So when my buddy Luigi found out that I was going to be in Las Vegas for Viva Las Vegas, he said, hey dude, let me take you to the Golden Tiki. I'll buy you a few drinks. It'll be a good time. And I was like, okay, I don't know. And he is quite the cocksmithing cocktail aficionado now after watching all these episodes of the Breezeway Cocktail Hour. So I was like, yeah, if you say so. So we go, and the drinks were really good. Like really good. I was very impressed. Not all of them were super traditional recipes. There was fire everywhere. It seemed like everything was on fire. Every cocktail. In the menu, they had some interesting upselling little things where if it's like an extra $1 if you want the drink on fire. It's another extra $1 if you want like a 151 float, which seems bizarre to put on something like a Mai Tai or something like that. But the way that I kind of thought about it is that most people that are going into a tiki bar for the very first time just think of these cocktails as fruity, rummy, boozy drinks. And so it makes sense to offer a 151 topper on any drink because most people are like, oh yeah, dude, I can drink this and give me the 151 topper. It's a great upsell. A little dangerous because we've seen what these cocktails can do to you. All in all, I would say that it was just a wonderful experience. And I even went back the next night to shoot the B-roll that you saw at the beginning of this episode, as well as to enjoy some music DJ'd by my favorite DJs. Vincent and Magda from the record label that my band, the Hula Girls, are on, High Tide Recordings. So they DJ'd all kinds of surf and exotica and like cool, weird, tropical music. It was great. As for the decor had grown over the years since I had last been there. I was there in 2017, it's 2022, so it seems like the owners have been adding more and more to the place. It looks incredible. It is one of the best decorated tiki bars that I've ever come across. Now that being said, Frankie's Tiki Room is the authentic divey tiki bar with just phenomenal carvings, incredible artwork. There's even like a love tester, like a painted by Shag. I can't say enough about Frankie's Tiki Room. And there are several drinks there that people swear by. So I would say if you're going to go to Vegas, go to both. Go to both. So I only went to the Golden Tiki for the first 2 nights that I was in town, Wednesday and Thursday night, because I was in Las Vegas for Viva Las Vegas, not only enjoying the event, but also serving as a staff photographer. So I was shooting all kinds of stuff, burlesque shows and rockabilly shows and like all kinds of stuff. It was super fun. But that first night, what did I have? Well, Luigi was like, let's start out with a zombie. And I was like, okay, that's a bad start. And then after that, I had a 3 dots and a dash. And then after that, I had a Mai Tai. And then maybe a beer. And then Navy grog or something? I don't know. Things get kind of fuzzy there towards the end. But it was a good time, and I want to thank my buddy Luigi for bringing me out to the Golden Tiki, renewing my interest in that tiki bar. If you're going to Las Vegas, you should go to the Golden Tiki as well as Frankie's. There are also a couple other little tiki bars that are starting to pop up. Tiki d'Amore, I think, is one of them that has actual carvings from the Stardust Hotel, from the Aku Aku. Certainly something that you shouldn't miss if you're going to be in Las Vegas. I did miss it, so I don't know why I'm telling you not to miss it. Another thing not to miss if you're in Las Vegas pertaining to Tiki is at Sunset Park near the airport, in the middle of a big duck pond, there's an island, and on that island is one of the original Aku Aku Moai statues. And he's sitting out there proudly for his retirement. It's definitely something that you should visit at least once. And of course that was carved by Eli Headley, who is the grandfather of Bamboo Ben, who designed the interior of Frankie's Tiki Room. Yeah, it's all tied together, all of it. Oh, and the Aku Aku. Oh, dude, wait, hold on. Check this out. Okay. Oh my God. The Aku Aku was at the Stardust Hotel, home of the Lido of Paris? Inside this matchbook, though, says 3 great restaurants: Moby Dick, Seafood and Steaks, Palm Room, 24-hour coffee shop, the Palm Room, wonder what that looked like, and the Aku Aku for Polynesian food. Super cool, man. I wish I could go back to this place. I went to the Stardust before they imploded it, and it felt like it had been stripped of everything that was cool about it. It's like it got remodeled in the 80s or something, and it just looked like a shell of itself. But in hindsight, man, I wish I would have at least tried to find the site of the Aku Aku when I was there. Now, I think I've shared this before on the show, but the Aku Aku even had their own slot machine coins. Check that out. With a little dude. And then on the back it says, "Rub my nose for good luck," at the Stardust Hotel. Isn't that nice? So in summation, I guess I have to say that I had an incredible time in Las Vegas, especially at the Golden Tiki. I also went to Frankie's, had a ball there. But if ever I had said on the show that I didn't think that the Golden Tiki was that great, give it another shot. It's pretty cool, especially when there are good DJs playing great music. One other thing I noticed at the Golden Tiki is that they still screen Spike's Tiki Weirdo Land compilation that I made several years ago. It's just like a clip video of all kinds of stuff from the 50s and 60s, and then some stuff that I filmed in the early version of the Breezeway, like probably on my cell phone, because it looks really grainy, but I think it looks good because it's grainy. You know what I mean? There's a whole vibe to it. This is a DVD that I put together years ago, because every time the Hula Girls would perform at Dawn the Beachcomber and Sunset Beach, all of the TVs would be on with like Law and Order on mute, volleyball, like just some car racing, modern car racing. I'm watching this nonsense while I'm trying to perform in like this really cool dark tiki bar with a million carvings and everything, and those TVs just ruin the whole vibe. So I made this DVD compilation thing. It plays on repeat. I think I'm gonna re-release this, and there should be a bunch of these things on the website now. So go to thehulagirls.bigcartel.com and find Spike's Tiki Weirdo Land compilation. Oh yeah, one other thing, the bathrooms of the Golden Tiki. Like, what in the world? You're standing there peeing, and it starts, like, a voice somewhere starts berating you and hassling you about your wiener. Weird. Also, the wallpaper's like porn. It's a pretty funny place. I would say the one critique that I had heard over the weekend is somebody called it corporate tiki. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And they just thought that the place was too clean, too manicured. Frankie's does have that old school feel to it, whereas this place does feel very well put together. Everything's got its place, but that's a good thing too, I think. I think the only room that I didn't really enjoy as much because I felt like it was under-decorated was kind of their Oriental room. I don't know if you can still say that, but their Room of the Orient? I don't know. It was Asian themed. And I usually love that kind of style. I just felt like it was a little underwhelming, but maybe a couple more years, maybe they'll add more to it. Or maybe that's it. Oh, and the food was good. The food was great. cream cheese wontons, some like sticky chicken, they called it. Folks, if you enjoyed this little summary about my Las Vegas trip, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and I will see you next week with another guest and another cocktail. Aloha. Oh, and also, I met so many fans of the Breezeway Cocktail Hour at Viva Las Vegas. People kept coming up to me nonstop and jabbering on about corks. I don't know.